guys, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be sharing a list of skincare tips that are honestly worth trying. And I have been using these tips for a very long time and they truly make a difference in your skincare routine and I cannot recommend them enough. Of course, you've probably heard of some of these before and maybe you're already using some of these tips and that's great. But hopefully I can introduce you to something new today so that you can tweak your skincare routine a little bit to improve it a little bit more. Now make sure you stay until the very end of the video because there is one hair care tip that I really want to share with all of you and it has honestly changed my hair care routine. It really has improved my hair significantly and this is actually a tip that I saw on TikTok several months ago. And I've been using this tip since then, so I can confirm that it does work. So make sure you wait until the very end to find out what hair tip that is. But don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell, and also don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up as well. So the first skincare tip is one that has really made the biggest difference. Mostly everybody will benefit from this, especially if you deal with dry hands. So I have dry hands all the time. My fingers can look really red and I get dry in between my fingers because I'm constantly washing my hands and using hand sanitizer. So I'm very picky when it comes to hand creams. There are so many hand creams out there that don't work. And the one that I have raved about lately is by KIEHL'S, and this is the Ultimate Strength Hand Salve. But you don't need this. You can use whatever hand cream you want, but this is one that I really love at the moment. So when you apply your hand cream to your hands and you're experiencing dryness and flaky skin, pair up your hand cream with a direct acid. And I am using the Ordinary Lactic Acid 10% plus Hyaluronic Acid. There's also a 5% option as well, but this is what I use on my face. So I thought, why not use this on my hands to exfoliate my hands and to get rid of that dry, flaky skin that is sitting on the surface. And I thought of this one day and I thought, well, I'm using lactic acid on my face, especially when I want to exfoliate and I'm experiencing dry patches. Why can't I incorporate lactic acid in my hand care routine? It really works great. All I do is I put a little bit of hand cream on my fingers or the palm of my hand, and then I will put a couple of drops of the lactic acid, mix it together, and then start applying it all over my hands. And I do this before bed. I don't do this during the day. You could, but make sure you apply sunscreen on tops of your hands and of course your fingers. But I like doing this at nighttime because I feel like when I wake up in the morning, my hands feel so smooth and I just like that overnight treatment better than using the acid during the day. And I don't do this every night. I will do this a couple of times a week and it really is game changing and I cannot recommend it enough. So you can use either the lactic, you could use mandelic acid, you could use glycolic acid, but I personally love the lactic acid the best. The next skincare tip is using the INKEY'S Polyglutamic acid and mixing it in with your foundation, your BB cream, or even your CC cream. Now, I know I've mentioned this before in my past videos, but in case you haven't seen those videos, this is an excellent skincare tip to follow. The INKEY'S actually recommends for you to use this product like that, and I feel like not everybody sees that tip from the INKEY list, so I want to verbally say it on their behalf because honestly, that skincare tip works absolutely amazing. It plumps up the skin, it adds more moisture to your skin as well, especially when you're using your makeup and you're applying it all over the face. And if you're someone that enjoys using matte foundations, but maybe there's a time where you don't want that matte look and you want that glow and that dewy complexion, well, instead of going out and purchasing a new foundation that gives you that complexion, just mix a couple of pumps of the polyglutamic acid into your matte foundation, mix it together, apply it to your skin, and you will achieve that beautiful dewy look to the skin. And it looks so youthful and beautiful, and I cannot recommend that enough. So I do this quite a bit. I'm very pleased on how it works and how it applies to the skin. But if that is not your thing, then of course you can use this after your serums, but before your moisturizer and your sunscreen. The next skincare tip that is great to follow, especially if you have blemishes and you're prone to breakouts, is investing using in hydrocolloid patches. Now, if you haven't tried these yet, you really need to try it because it does an amazing job to extract the pus from the blemish. It prevents you from popping them. It's also going to prevent acne scarring, redness, inflammation, as well as infections. And hydrocolloid patches actually heal the blemish a lot quicker as well. So it's a great investment to look into, and of course you can find them anywhere. COSRX has a lovely one, and they have different size options depending on the size of your blemish, and they're round in size, or you can just go to your local drugstore and pick up the Band-Aid brand, or of course an off-brand name, and these hydrocolloid patches do the exact same thing as this, but these ones are larger. So if you have a lot of whiteheads in the same area and it spreads to a different area as well, and you want to treat all of that, these ones will be great to get because of course this is going to target a larger area, and it does a really good job. So you go to bed with it on, and when you wake up in the morning, you will notice that you'll have white dots all over the patch, and that's actually the pus that has been extracted from your blemish. So I highly recommend either the Band-Aid ones or of course one that is designed for the face. The next skincare tip is using your cleansers as masks. Now, when we use cleansers, these are not left on our skin for too long to really do anything beneficial for our skin. So using your cleansers as a mask is a great way to get the benefits from the ingredients. Now, the one from CERAVE is an example. This is the SA Cleanser, so this contains salicylic acid, which is great for those that have oily skin, blemishes, blackheads, enlarged pores, and of course, if you have rough, bumpy, textured skin. Now, what you can do is, of course, wash your face like you normally would, but instead of rinsing it off right away, leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes, let it process, let it marinate on the skin, and then of course rinse your face off. And by leaving this on longer, you will see better results that way as well. And of course, you can do the same thing with the INKEY Oat Cleansing Balm or any hydrating cleanser to bring in that moisture and to make the skin feel more comfortable. This one is great as leave-on mask because of course this contains oatmeal, so it's a very calming and hydrating cleanser on its own, but when you use it as a mask, it really does a better job to get the benefits from the ingredients. So again, use your cleansers as a mask. The next skincare tip is using the CeraVe Healing Ointment, or of course Aquaphor or Vaseline, and using this type of product on top of your skincare products as well as your moisturizer. This is going to prevent transepidermal water loss. So if you have dry skin or you're experiencing irritation from, let's say, tretinoin or other active ingredients, or you're someone that just wants to keep your skin nice and moisturized and hydrated, then applying a thin layer on top of your moisturizer at night before you go to bed will really help to keep all of that moisture in, and it will lock it in and prevent that moisture loss that can happen over the night. Now, if you decide not to use this all over your face, which I would understand why maybe you wouldn't want to apply this all over your face, then you can actually apply a little bit of this to your under eyes. So this is going to lock in that eye cream or that eye serum that you applied prior to treat fine lines and wrinkles, maybe to treat dryness, and this will lock in that hydration and it will keep the eyes nice and plump and moisturized. Be careful you don't get too close to your lash line, because if this gets into your eye, you will have a cloudy vision. It won't be comfortable, but all you need is the tiniest amount for the outer part where your crow's feet would be. And this is excellent even to apply to your lips, your hands, your feet, anywhere on your body. But this is a great tip to follow all year round, but especially during the winter months. This next skincare tip is great, especially if you use vitamin C serums, specifically pure forms of vitamin C like L-ascorbic acid. So for example, I have the Paula's Choice C15 Super Booster here. This contains 15% L-ascorbic acid. Now, if you're using these types of vitamin C's and you're noticing that they are starting to oxidize, there's actually another product that you can pair with it to recycle that oxidized vitamin C and to restore its activity. And that product is from The Ordinary, and it's the Pycnogenol 5%. I have talked about this a lot on my channel. It's one of my favorite serums from The Ordinary. This is an antioxidant, great for anti-aging, but it also adds more hydration to your skin as well. But Pycnogenol, like I said, can help to recycle oxidized vitamin C when you pair it up with that pure form of vitamin C. So the way to use these two is to, of course, apply the amount that you would normally apply to your face to the palm of your hand, and then put a couple of drops of the Pycnogenol into that vitamin C, mix it together, and then apply it to your face as well as your neck. And this will reactivate that vitamin C, and then of course you can finish it knowing that it has been reactivated. And I think that is a fabulous thing, and I'm not sure if there's a lot of people that know that about Pycnogenol, but now you know. So start using your Pycnogenols with your oxidized vitamin Cs. Silk pillowcases is another skincare tip that I have to mention. These are great investments to look into because silk pillowcases will prevent fine lines and wrinkles as well as hair breakage. You are not going to get that friction and that static like you would with a regular cotton pillowcase. And not only that, silk pillowcases do not absorb the moisture in your skin like cotton pillowcases do. So when you go to bed at night and your skin is feeling super moisturized, plump, and dewy, when you wake up in the morning, your skin will feel the exact same way as it did before going to bed if you're sleeping on a silk pillowcase. There has been so many times that I have woken up in the morning and my skin felt so tight and dry because my cotton pillowcase basically sucked all of that moisture out of my skin overnight. And since sleeping on a silk pillowcase, I have noticed that my skin has improved. I don't get that wrinkling in my face where when I wake up in the morning I have this crease on my face. There's no creasing. There is no more moisture loss. Your skin feels incredible when you wake up, and of course it's going to prevent hair breakage as well. So those are all of my skincare tips that I'm going to be sharing in today's video, but now I'm going to be sharing that one hair care tip that has been life-changing. And again, I originally saw it on TikTok, so I'm not sure who I originally saw it from, so I can't give credit, unfortunately, but perhaps you've heard of this before, and maybe this has been a thing for a while, but I never thought to use this one skincare product on my hair. I never thought to do it, but now it makes total sense. So if you have dry, damaged hair, whether it's from heat styling tools, from coloring it, maybe you're a swimmer, you have frizzy hair, and you're lacking that moisture and your hair feels like straw, then you will be a good candidate for this product. And of course, it's safe for color treated hair as well. And I'm talking about using hyaluronic acid on the hair. And this is from The Ordinary, but you can use any hyaluronic acid from any brand, like the INKEY or whatever. And this does an excellent job to bring in that hydration. It helps with frizziness, and I have seen such a big difference with the ends of my hair since using hyaluronic acid. And the way to use this is that you want to apply it to wet hair. So after you've washed your hair and you get out of the shower and you've combed your hair out, apply the hyaluronic acid to your ends, perhaps your bangs. This is a leave-on, so you don't want to wash this off. Then apply your leave-in conditioner or your leave-in treatment afterwards, like your heat protectant. And I am telling you right now, whether you blow dry your hair or you let your hair air dry, you will see such a big difference with how your hair dries. I don't get that frizzy hair anymore. My hair literally looks so smooth. It's very soft to touch, and it has brought a lot of moisture to my hair. Hyaluronic acid can bring moisture to our skin. It holds on to 1,000 times its weight in moisture. So you can use this for your hair as well. And I'm telling you right now, you need to try it. And once you try it, please come back and let me know in the comments how it worked for you. And if you already use this on your hair, I mean, good for you. Please let me know in the comments how you like it, because this is new to me and I can't believe I never thought of this myself. But that is the great thing with TikTok and social media and YouTube. You learn new things all the time. So this is exceptional and I highly recommend. So those are all of my tips for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. I will leave some of the products that I shared in today's video linked below for you for your reference. And if you have any skincare tips that you would love to share, please let us know in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in my next video. Take care and I will see you guys then. Bye guys.